Stream Deck.
Quit playing.
And I'm vlogging it too. Gas showed up. What's happening?
Yeah.
I want that to sound too sure about that.
He's so mad.
About to drive a Ferrari F430.
What's happening? What's happening? We are back. This is Any and Everything Podcast. Where we know everything about
in this boy.
Wow, where we know everything about absolutely nothing. Yeah, you high. We are your hosts, Mo, Ralph, Zoe. What's happening, big dog?
What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What's poppin', y'all?
So the reason
A
why
beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, go ahead.
Zoe just mixed crack with alcohol with water at the same time, and then that's what you got right there.
Facts. We just watched him do it too. Not a lot of people. So Zoe over there taking creatine, and he put it in the strawberry refresher after adding Crown Royal. So this motherfucker, I don't know what plan.
It seems like y'all snitching. That's what it sounds like.
Ain't no snitching. Ain't no snitching. I'm amazed. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
just saying, if you
amazed.
pass out on this podcast, bro, like we gonna keep talking, but we gonna tell the audience to get you some help because we can't stop the show.
Drew was good. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it, my guy.
What up, Drew?
Oh, sorry, what's happening, big dog? Good to see you in here.
I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. Oh yeah, now he about to catch up with me. I feel you. I know Ralph always gonna catch up with me.
You already
know what I'm saying.
Bro,
If it's in kills, he gonna catch up in kills. If it's in drinks, he gonna catch up in drinks. Let's get it. Nigga.
Okay, well,
Unless I gotta
will
taste
say,
him.
I'm
Sometimes
not,
I
I'm
do
not
gotta taste this
drinking yet
motherfucker.
because I got the newborn, so that's but
Oh.
I do got 2/5 of yak waiting on.
As soon
wait.
as
There's gonna be 3. I'm gonna send you money for third one, dog.
As soon as you get back to the regular scheduled program, we're gonna get back on it, my guy. You already know.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, fellas, as always, what we do for the week? What's happening? What you get into?
Well, my biggest news last week, I told you I wasn't getting the car, and then after the podcast, the wife was like, "Yo,
Magic.
let's go for a ride," and then we went and got the car. You know what I'm saying? The wife, well, I tell you, she be working some magic out here for your boy, man. Yeah, I know I was a little perturbed about it last week, but I figured things would work out. You know what I'm saying? It just meant I had to wait a little longer. Then we went for a drive, man. I picked up the whip, man. Whole new world for your boy. Car's fast as shit. But I'll do some videos on that. I posted on the page, on the Facebook page. I posted on the Twitter here coming short. But other than that was it for me.
Good. What you got, Zoe?
Oh man, so this week, nothing at all. No, I went to the gym. Went to the gym every day this week. Did my usual thing. Gad was with me a couple of weeks. Big ups to
Yeah,
Gad.
I saw that. I saw your pictures on there.
Like he's really been consistent with me. At least giving me 3 times a week, which is dope. He got his goals and he's trying to sit here and reach them. And he's not bullshitting in the gym. He's going hard. He even pushing me. His presence is pushing me to reach even newer levels for myself. So that's dope. Other than that, I went. I got approved for a vehicle. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to buy it or not. I have it up until next Thursday. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do.
Which thing?
We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that later. I'm bullshit. So you see the new Sorrento, which we did have I talk about, Ralph, but at the same time, the SX right now they got pretty much $4,000 off of it. It's a good deal. They got some speed on them too. It's black on black on black. Everything's included. Real nice deal right now. They started at 42 for that model. I'm getting it right now at 34 and a half.
Sounds like
that's what I'm talking about. I tell you what, it's got a banging ass warranty too, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't knock that shit. I think they're 100,000.
I'm definitely it's 100,000. And the extended is even better. But I'm looking into getting to that. I've literally dropped down from a 38 pants to I'm officially
Tony,
at
what's
36
good?
right now, which
Hey,
is dope.
boo. Hey, Ashley.
And I lost another 2 inches on my neck. I had a 19-inch neck. You can see I actually have a neck now, which is dope. So
that's a lot. Neck. That's just the muscle. You got your head is sitting on the damn muscle. Is what it
this
is.
is just right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I was.
Most people's necks come down like this. Your neck come down and then go out like 4 more other times.
You can't see
That's
my
the
neck
trap,
past the fat
but,
right here. Once
yeah,
you get
man,
past this fat right here, you can see my neck.
So I had a good week, man. You know, it was slow motion, but like I definitely like the vibes. You know what I'm saying? He trying to be out here and be smexy for him, man. He trying to be smexy for him.
I hear you, man. I hear you. it ain't nothing, and it's nothing like being able to go to the gym and get a workout in with your peoples, man. I'm one of those people. I can't go to the gym by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just I can't be motivated. I can't do it by myself. If I go by myself, all you're gonna see me doing is being on the treadmill. That's it.
I had as Ralph. So our friend Jason has no neck. You're like,
yeah, but he ain't got no neck because he's swollen though. He ain't got no neck because he work out. Drew ain't shit. That's what that is. That's messed up. That's messed up.
What about you, Mom? What you got, man? How's the baby?
Well, baby's cool, man. We had a little mishap, right? I had actually got sick and I caught some sort of viral infection. And I got tested. It wasn't COVID. So, but they told me, because it's a viral infection, you still can pass it out to everybody. So the wife and both my kids, well, 2 of my kids had to leave for a couple days so I could get it together. And my teenager, he stayed here, but he kept himself separated from me so he can go to school and all that stuff. I had to give orders out of the room. Like, hey, and then I was watching Halo too. That Halo was fire.
This week, it's about time, man. I was so hyped.
Yeah,
I was so hyped, dog. You, man.
So that, and then the biggest news is we finally got our merch store up, and we'll talk about it at the end of the podcast, though. So I'm actually happy about that. Appreciate it, Drew. Thank you, big dog. So that was it, man. We actually played the game. I didn't play that long because I wasn't feeling well. But, I think that was the first time I played the game since I had the baby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And let me tell you his definition of playing the game. Mo picking the controller was absolutely useless because he was sick as shit. Okay. But I get where he was trying to go. He was like, I do have a little bit of free time, so I'm trying to utilize it the best I can. Because I should have just went to sleep. But you know what? I feel it.
Did.
You know what I'm saying?
I did. I went to sleep like I had an early curfew.
That is very true. He didn't last very long.
Like back in the day.
But you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, dog. Let's talk about it.
All right. What's important in a relationship?
It's I feel like I gotta kind of explain that situation in that title, right? It's not just what's important, right? It's like a little bit of everything with the relationship. It's what is your role? Like what's your job in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? And when I say your job, look at we'll take it back to Will Smith and Jada, right? They have this whole thing where Will will say, it's not my job to make you happy. It's your job to figure out what makes you happy. So do you feel like it's your job to make that person happy, or is it, you contribute to that happiness? At the end of the day, what is your job?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, it's a lot of people that don't factor. Hey, I appreciate the comment on the shirt. This is actually a Walmart shirt. But I do have some.
The best, Brody.
Do they ever?
They got hella good shirts.
Yeah, they do. But my shirt, I've actually ordered my shirt from off our store. I haven't got them yet. So, but Ralph already got his. That's one of them right there, the Paul shirt there.
Pause.
When you say something suspect, like, pause, hold on. Pause. Now you just.
Damn, you going deep as hell.
So, I mean, to me, it's a lot of things that factor in that a lot of people don't tend to utilize when they get into a relationship. And sometimes it's the mindset, it's your finances, it's your family, and all that stuff when you put it together, and all that's important, in a relationship. You really can't get anywhere if you don't have those fundamentals of being serious, of what's needed. And it also works both ways, right? So you got to do what you're supposed to do, and the other person got to do what they're supposed to do. But to me, what's important is the things that I named and longevity. And both of them got to look for longevity if you plan on being in something serious.
Yeah, for real. You don't want to be a quickie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did that when we were young.
When it's time to smash, you want to make sure you go for longevity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, even though Naruto longevity is probably like 30 minutes, you know, anything longer than that, you're shooting a movie. But anyway.
Yeah, but the real challenges don't come until you actually input some of that longevity in the beginning. You know?
I see what you did there. The input don't come until you insert the longevity. I feel you, dog. I feel you. You know
I was not putting it together like that.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Please,
yes, I can tell you ready to be nasty as soon as you get off the
podcast. He like, when did I stop being nasty this weekend? That's that lick right there. yeah. Hey, Robin, it's Mr. Nasty time.
Oh, man. Hey, look, you saw how big my eyes got? I thought she was in here. I was like, oh shit.
He almost got caught. Oh man. All right, so let's go. Let's see. Each person should be happy with themselves first. The other person just adds to the happiness.
Facts.
I agree.
Totally agree.
Because you can't start to make anyone else happy if they ain't happy with themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? They always fighting that demon. You know, if they're not happy with themselves, they're not. What they're giving you is fake. You know what I'm saying? To me, if you're not happy with yourself, what you're getting is fake. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do what they think you want.
LV, what's happening?
And what you're saying, happy with yourself, that comes into a lot of different forms too. Happy with yourself means happy with your circumstances that's coming in your life. For example, your financial status, like Ramon was talking about, your ability to get over your ex situations, your ability to be looking for something serious. All those things contribute to the happiness that you have to have yourself. Sometimes people aren't happy, but they portray that role on to other people. For example, they would be unhappy with themselves, but they will sit here and do everything to make you smile, make you think that they're happy, and it gives that show, but they are happy.
Yeah, but
then you get in a relationship.
Fair. But that's not fair.
It's not fair.
Person, because
it's not fair at all.
When that certain person finally opens up and it breaks off, all hell breaks loose. That's why you get a lot of divorces that people get now. Or the breakup, or you get all the people that tell you what you should do in your relationship when they're not listening to the person that they're with.
Exactly.
You know, so
100% with you.
Yeah,
that's where I was going.
All right, what we got? Teamwork should be key in a relationship. I'm out with a work injury, getting ready to go in for surgery this Thursday. Hope everything works out for you, big homie. And I'm still doing all the shit around here. From the kids to cooking to the yard work to school work to homework to play. Woo! You got a lot on your plate, homie.
Yeah, especially you know, with you being out on the work injury and you still. I don't know if that's just what y'all come up as y'all responsibilities, but that's a whole lot when you out injured, man. You know what I'm saying? You're doing yard work and cleaning. I get it.
Dre was happy.
Besides Drew, I know you're an extra clean person, so you know you don't let stuff stay dirty and all the other shit. But you know, and I get wanting to do that because only you know how to clean the way you know how to clean, right? But you know, some of the other stuff, man, I don't know. It's kind of rough, man. If you got to run around with your son, you know what I'm saying, and you got a knee problem or your leg problem or your back, I mean, at some point in time, that's when you should try to kind of, you know, I'm not gonna say completely trade places because you know you can't just give up on your obligations, but you know, delegate that a little bit. That's a lot for one person to do this on an injury. You know what I'm saying? Because after your surgery, you may not be able to walk. You may not be able to do much of anything. Are you still expected to do those things? You know what I'm saying? Just wondering. That's good because that's a whole.
Yeah, but I mean, it got to be fair though. I mean, your partner should be able to step in, and take whatever they can, not with all the maybe the physical stuff that he normally does, right? But I mean, I've seen women that will go out there, they'll cut the grass, they'll take the trash out, they'll paint, they'll do a little bit of woodwork, they'll gardening and all that stuff. So it ain't just all falls down. We just take on it because that's just what I was raised to. Not more so take care of everything, but do my part.
Yeah.
Right.
So, what's that?
Guys, I'm saying, as guys, that's what we feel is our part automatically, right? You don't take trash out. do some of the dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because this is, at least that's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? The dirty jobs go to the guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Down and nasty with it.
Now, and I'm not saying that, you know, because back in the day it was, you know, well, the guy went to work, women came home, cooked and cleaned, blah blah blah. Shit just don't work out that way no more. It can't work out that way no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way we set up these days, you can't say that, well, I want a woman that's, you know, when I come home, I want her to have food ready, the kids cleaned up.
Yeah, that don't work no more.
Right, but then at the same time, you expect her to still contribute to bring shit to the table. You know what I'm saying? That's just not how life works anymore. You know what I'm saying? If she get home 30 minutes before you can expect her to have dinner and everything ready. You know what I'm saying? She even picked up the kids, the whole nine. That's just not fair. You know what I'm saying?
I don't blame you, Alex. I don't blame you, Alex. I don't think women should take out trash, period. I don't know why. It's just...
Shoot, there's some that don't want men doing nothing.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, you're right.
I can't even do that, though, bro.
I can't even do that.
Robin said, you know what, don't go back to work. Sit on your ass. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to have to find something. A part-time gig.
Can't do that.
I can't just sit there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I love playing video games, but I can only play that shit for so long.
Yeah. So I'm not doing my wife or anything. It's just it's really hard for me to do things I need to do. Life still goes on. You're absolutely right. Groceries still need to be bought. Yard work still needs to be done. Kids still need to go to school. Just all. Yeah, so you expressing that. And then look at Miss May. I'm not doing anything. You know what?
Oh my God. Here you go.
You know what? Because you know she deserves it though. She deserves to be taken care of. You know.
Yeah, but you can be taken care of and still do something.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to hear that.
I'm
not trying to hear that shit at all.
I'm gonna take care of you.
Fuck out of here. Justifying that.
By the way, you can go ahead and pick up that piece of trash too. Like, oh, whoa, hold up. See what we're not gonna do. But yeah, I mean,
forget that.
I get what
you're saying. Okay, Vissel. That's what I'm talking about. Vissel, go ahead, be that house husband we all want to be. Side, because I ain't trying to be that.
Man, shoot, I am. I'll be there in the heartbeat.
I'll be bored. I got ADHD, bro.
I will focus on all this content creation. I will utilize being at home. I tell her that all the time. You find a way to make an extra $100,000. I'll be straight.
An extra 100,000.
Yeah. Go ahead and make that. I'll stay
not an extra 50. Hey, he just bullshitting. Ashley, like he really bullshit.
Traditional roles don't work anymore now. That it takes two when it comes to support a family,
especially if you want to have a successful household. You know what I'm saying? like because it's
a deeper point to that. I don't mean to cut you off though, especially because of inflation. You know, now even with the $15 an hour, it's like, can you stop shaking the shit? Yes, thank you. With the $15 an hour, you can barely hold an apartment and a car at the same time and still pay your bills.
Man.
You know, and then like the place I used to stay at, it was right off of 8 Mile, and it was like $450 a month just to stay in there. That was a one studio, small 400 square foot apartment. Now it's almost $1,000, and you expect somebody off of a McDonald's job to get that?
Dog, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Dog.
Go ahead. So I didn't mean to cut you off. You was trying to say something.
Ashley, this is why I fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no damn sense.
Hey, man, fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. Here. Fuck you. There you go. Right there. I'm chopping up your fucking fingers, dog.
And Ashley, I'm not saying that don't nobody, you know, that you don't deserve it. I feel you over here looking for a roommate. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just, if you are in a relationship and you say you're not gonna do nothing, nothing. Like, what do you?
Like you look in her eyes, dog.
I'm just trying to say, what do you not? What do you consider?
You look deep
nothing?
into it.
Tell me, what do you mean by nothing?
Okay, you're a little too close to me. I had to push that back.
Yeah, he was all up in. Like, what are you?
Sorry, all y'all probably licked your screens and everything. But listen, seriously, I'm just trying to figure out. You know what you mean?
They probably swatted at that bitch because they thought it was a goddamn fly.
Huh? You said because I'm so fly. I appreciate that, dog. You know, man.
Pause.
This guy, man.
All right, so let's get this.
Anyway,
Let's get the success definition out the way, right? 2013 report found that there are actually 7 key skills required to create a strong and happy relationship. And I put these all in red: communication, life skill, self-management, knowledge of your partner, sex, stress management, and conflict resolution.
Sex!
I was gonna say, can we highlight that sex?
That one should have been blue. That one should have been this blue. So, what do y'all think about that definition that the internet displayed?
I mean, I can agree. I can agree. Everything on that list, man. I can agree 100%. Now, let me tell you, I'm probably the worst when it comes to like communication. You know what I'm saying? I can't ever really communicate when I'm having a bad day or a bad time. You know what I'm saying? I just suck that shit up and I keep it moving. In a relationship, that's not something you should do. You should be able to go ahead and like, look, this is what's going on. This is what's wrong with me. Could you please just leave it the hell alone for now or whatever? But my whole mindset is, I don't want to bring my situation on anybody else. So I don't say shit. I keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? If I'm having a bad day, I don't want to tell the wife when she fucks around and have a bad day because I had a bad day. I'd rather her keep it rocking with her good day. And eventually I get over it. You know what I'm saying? It's just
but see, the thing about that is when we don't deal with an issue, we hold it in. No matter whether or not we say we let it go or not, it's in the back of our mind at some given point. So one of the issues that I've had in my whole life, and that comes with any relationship, whether it be friends, family, or anything, and you guys can attest to this, has been able to express myself. So up until recently, the last 2 years or so, it's been a harder time for me to express myself. But I've taken that whole wall down and I've been expressing myself a lot more lately. So I will agree that when you don't express yourself, you get to the point where you're like, just give me my space, yada, yada, yada. But we have to get it out. We have to.
Right.
And if we don't, it becomes a situation which in the back of your mind is just stirring. You're stirring that pot. And that pot get bigger and bigger because you're not letting that shit go.
Gonna blow now.
And it's gonna blow. So it's best to sit here and go ahead and break it down. And I've been doing that recently myself. What I hate though is when you do it and nobody responds to it. That's the shit that pisses me off though. When
you know what?
Go ahead.
You can't. You said you get pissed off when nobody responds to it, but when you people like us that like to keep it in, when you start to let that shit out, people are like, "This motherfucker joking." They don't take it for what it's worth because they're not used to that side of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not used to you explaining, "Oh, this is going on," man. They're like, this motherfucker just fucking around. He alright. He's straight. I've had that happen a lot of times.
That nigga don't. He don't care about shit.
Right. Like, this motherfucker don't get angry.
Well,
he's silly.
I have a problem, right? So I know my problem because I get to the point where if I push it too far back, I'll actually forget about it. That's just me. And then I can just keep it moving. We all have coping mechanisms, right? I got the game, I got, some yak, sleep, whatever that is. And I can utilize that. And once I'm done with it, I done forgot about what's going on. And sometimes my wife hates it, but it pisses her off a lot because I don't too much really argue or yell or fight and all that stuff because I do like solving the problem right then and there because eventually I'm going to forget about it because that's just me. That's what I've always done. And that's why I got that from my grandfather. My grandfather didn't talk as much, especially my grandmother. My grandmother used to raise hell. And he would just look at her like, okay, you done? Because I'm trying to watch TV. Because he's not about to entertain. He's not about to entertain the argument. And, I have that bad. So I'm with you, Zoe. It took me years to really communicate with my wife. Now we are better than ever. That's what's up.
And that's why they say in that whole list of shit, communication is key. You know what I'm saying?
Communication is definitely one of the things.
Alex, throw that one up there, dog, because that's a big one too. Robin will tell you the same shit. We don't argue. You know what I'm saying? I won't argue. Robin be quick. She ready to fly off the handle. I just like, you know what? Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I push it off, blow it off to the side. But the problem is that, once that builds up, I snap and I go off. And then I've got a whole grocery list of shit that I want to rumble off because now I got to that point. I was like, well, damn, that shit happened like 6-7 months ago. And I'm like, yeah, but shit pissed me off.
It never was resolved.
Talking about it.
You made me remember it.
Right. And it's like, oh, you should have said that shit back then. You know what I'm saying? I'd changed some things that I did. That's the part that's been, kind of getting to me and my biggest issue. You know what I'm saying? I am a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? I want to see people happy. Problem is, like I said, when you get me to that point and I snap, it's almost impossible to get me back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why communication is key. You don't want to get to that point to where you snap. And now that's all you're known as. You know, that's just angry as shit. But whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? Did you say something? Did you say it was an issue? Did you say it was a problem? Nobody's gonna stop doing shit that you don't like unless you tell them you don't like it.
Unless you
don't know that you don't like it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Nobody's a mind reader. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you've got to have an argument. Like I said, dude, me and I had an argument last month. Second real big argument. And I hate arguing, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of other reasons, personal reasons, but I hate arguing. We argued, and after the fact, we got it in. I was so confused. I'm like, there's no way. She's about to be pissed. I'm pissed. But it was worth it, dog. We got everything out in the open. There was no secrets.
That's what's so important about communication.
It is, man.
Right.
It is.
And another thing too is when you open up, and I've been learning this, and though it hasn't been so receptive as I wish, I've been learning that as I've been communicating with a lot of people, friends, even my family, more so than I've ever have. Those things that I held for so long inside because it didn't matter. I always thought my feelings don't matter, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just take that, or that's just what it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to feel this way. I'm supposed to take it as a man in this relationship, et cetera, et cetera. But as I've been expressing myself over the last year or so, especially, like I said, a lot of shit has been resolved. Some friendships have ended. Some situations have ended. But a lot of communication issues that I've had once before, people didn't understand who I am. As you all know, I'm not just like everybody else. I'm not out there. I don't speak a lot. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to how I feel and shit until recently. So a lot of people interpret me as being this way or that way based off what they think or what they see. But me clearing up those assumptions and those thoughts has been very instrumental to my relationships with everybody in my life right now. And when it comes to being in a relationship, one thing that I can say that I didn't do was express myself. I just took shit and I just buried it, put it to the back of my mind like you both do, and was like, you know what, it ain't worth an argument. But sometimes you have to get it off your chest. You got to get it off your mind. You have to express to that person that this is an issue or this is something that can be done differently. Because if you don't, your spouse, the person that you're with, your friend, whatever the case may be, may not understand the depth of how it bothers you. And they will literally keep on going about doing things the same way, because, hey, that's Ralph. Ralph's a silly dude. He doesn't mean it. Hey, that's Moan. Moan can make a joke about everything. That nigga makes a joke about when he burps. Oh, it's Zoe. Zoe's a stone cold motherfucker. He don't give a fuck about shit. Ha, ha, ha. If it ain't a weight in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Those are the common misconceptions between, people will have with us because, hey, that's who we are out there to everybody. They
That's what we show
in our conversations. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? In our feelings, our thoughts. And those are important. Just as important as anybody else's. Your spouse's opinions, thoughts, all that shit, it matters. But when we don't give ours and we just go with the flow, it builds up against us, and then we start building that wall back up. And behind that wall, we sitting here like, motherfucker, dog, I don't like this. This is not what I want. This is not what I want. And then it gets to the point where, like you said, Ralph, you explode. Now you're knocking on that wall, boom, boom, boom. You knock your own wall down, and you letting all that shit that was built behind that wall go at one time. And it's not constructive for any part of the conversation or the communication with the person. You know what I'm saying? The relationship. So, that's something that's definitely can be an issue too. That's why we go ahead.
I'm just trying to figure out where this Zoe coming from. I'm liking this Zoe.
Oh.
So
Hey,
I got to say,
that man just put us through a whole class, boy. That's what I'm talking about, Brody. Teach me something. Tell me. Tell
Go ahead,
me.
go ahead. Now, this
Hey,
the Zoe show. Go ahead,
please
now.
don't let me stop you at all. Shit. I
Go
mean,
ahead, now.
I'm feeling everything you were saying on that, bro. You are absolutely fucking right, bro. Communication is key.
Now I do want to touch on Drew's comment. That's what couples therapy for. How important is that though, to everyone? You know, when you're going, does it actually work? I've never been through it.
I have.
Did it work?
Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, it was probably the first wall that got knocked down in this whole situation, right? You know what I'm saying? I was having some issues. She was having some issues. Some things happened and transpired, and we just weren't getting along the way we were before. And there were things that I wanted to say, but I didn't know how to say to her, and same thing, and vice versa. You know, she didn't know how to say it to me. And she was like, you know, I really want this to work. And I'm like, I do too. I just don't know what to do. And she was like, well, we should try couples therapy. And I'm like, shit, I'm down to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to end this relationship. You know, and we did. You know what I'm saying? And it does help because eventually what happens is you go in there, you're talking to someone that has no knowledge about you, right? They can't look at you any type of way. They don't look at you sideways. They're there just to listen and try to help you come up with resolve. So it's almost okay to unload to that person because you're like, you don't know shit about me. Let me tell you my entire side of the story that nobody else has told, right? And then the other person does the same thing. And then when you get together, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, there are a couple loopholes in this whole story because I heard it from both. And this has this has this, but nobody has this in the middle. Do y'all want to talk about it? And of course, naturally, sometimes you kind of get a little quiet, but sometimes you get on that subject and like, I don't understand why there's a loophole there. This is what happened. And I was like, well, no, that's not what happened. It happened this way. And I'm like, well, I didn't see it that way. It was like, but that's exactly what it was. Now, they done told this person that knows nothing about you the whole truth. Your truth. Right? So the way you saw it is not the way that they see it. They see it for what it really is. And they're there to help put those pieces together. You know what I'm saying? So when you have that issue with something that's going on or something you want to see change that you can't really muster up to say to your spouse because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You don't want anybody to get pissed off. You know what I'm saying? You don't want anybody to be spiteful and not talk to you. You don't know how to say that to that person without thinking that's going to happen. That's when you go to couples therapy and help you get all that shit out.
You know see, I thought of it as when you go, you do all this opening up, but then you still got to go home with that person. And depending on who you with, I thought generally it would cause more problems at home. Because why you ain't telling me that Go ahead.
It's definitely who you with. Because who you with can really determine a lot of different things. But some people don't like when stuff is brought to their attention as being their fault. And when I realized from dating, I was married to.
Yep.
I was married to somebody who had.
Hey, man, don't start that crack shit again.
I'm not. I'm trying to be correct.
You talk about like a dog.
Hey, look, he over there trying his best to be polite. That's what he's
doing. So anyway, she was a little bit narcissistic. She didn't mind when the counselor, went in on me, and rightfully so. Like, I've never been perfect, and I never claimed to be perfect, and I had issues myself. And when the counselor opened up and was telling me a third perspective of what happened, I was like, oh shit, you know what? I fucked up. And at the moment that I realized that, it was something that I did, I really looked at myself, shed a tear at the time and was like, you know what, I'm sorry. But conversely, this motherfucker was like, oh, yeah, he's sorry, but even though you saying I was wrong, I'm not wrong. And then they took it home with us at the time. I was 26 years old, 27 years old at the time. And it didn't work too well because of the person I was with. So like Ramon said, the person you with can dictate how well counseling goes. Because if a person really wants things to work out in a mutual way, they will listen to someone like a counselor. Counseling works. I tell anybody, therapy works, counseling works. You know what I'm saying? If it's something going on with you, go to counseling, go to therapy. But when you have a spouse who doesn't want things to work in a mutual behalf, but only on a personal, hey, yeah, get on him. It's all his fault. Then, like you said, Ramon, this is an issue.
Yeah. And, we got a couple comments, right? So, LV said we did a couple therapy. It definitely helped. 14 years with one person. We need to talk to someone. Man, you've been laying in the bed with the same person 14 years. Woo!
That's what's up.
Right. That's the worst part, Mom. You're absolutely right. It's scary to go home after couples therapy. A lot of tension on the car ride home. I can only imagine, dog, especially who's driving, dog. You might drive in the 25-mile-an-hour side street at 100 miles an hour because you're pissed, right? Because I'm ready to get home.
I
I'm
hope
ready to
not.
tear your face off.
But you know what though? That may be true. That may be true. But when we did it, we took separate cars. We did.
No, it's best. It's best, bro. No, it's best.
Because
in my opinion, it was best.
Yeah, because you give yourself time to blow off steam. Like, yo, I can't believe
and process what you was just told to you.
You still got to face that person when you get home, though.
But
I don't know why you're doing all that.
But here's the other thing, right? If you got to go home and somebody makes it a bigger issue, you know what I'm saying? Then that may just not be the person for you. You know what I'm saying? If you are trying to do everything you can to make your relationship work, and they see a problem with that, that's a situation, bro. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Going to counseling is saying, hey, I really want this to work. So if they get pissed at like, oh, you know what? No, hell no. I ain't doing that shit. You can kiss my ass. And it's like, bro, do you not want this shit as bad as I do? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make this work.
I'm
this
sorry.
work.
You see, it's kind of driving to the treatment when study on. Oh, man.
Bro, listen, y'all would love Drew, man. Drew's hilarious. Drew is hilarious, man.
Okay, so my boo said personal growth is about accepting the thing that you do and need to change. Okay, baby, I know what you're trying to say. How can a person grow if they what is wrong, baby? They don't know what is wrong with them.
Well, and that's the part that kind of helps with counseling, right? She out here living mom life. It's all good.
Right. She
I know exactly
she
what was
doing a
going
good
on.
job.
I know exactly what was going on. But it's big facts, bro. I mean, what she said, you know, how can a person change if they don't know what's going on with them? But that's where either you sit down with your spouse and your spouse says, hey, I really don't like this shit. You know, I really wish we could do something different, or you didn't do this, or you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? When you're married, you got to compromise. Sometimes you do got to make a change. You know what I'm saying? But nothing should affect your happiness at the same time. So if it's something that you need to change that's affecting your happiness, then maybe, once again, it may not be the move for you. That may not be the person for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about like piddly little shit. You know what I'm saying? If your love language is signs of affirmation, you know what I'm saying? But you're like, yo, I just don't like to say nice things. Then it's like, yo, you fucking say some nice things from here on out. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. It's not asking for too much. And they refuse to do it, then I mean that may be a problem. You know what I'm saying? This is what you like and you're refusing to do what I like. I'm not saying you have to, but you know, hell.
This is something that makes you feel comfortable. And that goes to the communication part. That definitely goes to communication and compromise. Because relationships aren't it's nothing but a compromise, to be honest with you.
Love you too, Drew.
Oh, no, I'm about to say, what? You love me.
He
I like
had
you
to
too,
get
but anyway, no. So, but
you too, so
the man
so gay. Go ahead, Dad.
pause.
But compromise is one of the things that's very important when it comes to relationship, and that goes back to communication as well. But the compromise part is when you find out, like you said, someone's love language, or you find out the fact that something that you deem small, but they deem big, then you start doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like one of the things that I realize is that something small to you can be something big to the next person, the person you with. And it being so important to them can cause a rift. You know what I'm saying? It can cause a big issue. It can cause something that you think is minute, but at the same time to them is a big issue. You guys know what exactly some of the things I'm talking about. But at the same time, it's realizing that, hey, okay, well, I feel like it's not important, but it's important to the person that I'm with, the person that I'm spending my time with, the person that I'm married to, the person that I'm in a relationship with. So let me go ahead and take an effort and put forth effort in doing what they ask. And it goes back to compromise and communication. And that's one of the things that you definitely need, because if you don't have that, you won't be happy in a relationship either. That definitely is one of the things that you got to do.
Yeah, that's really good, because that whole therapy thing really took over a chunk of this, because that's how you know it's really important. Again, I've never had it, but I hear people that go through it all the time. You know, and then, you know, y'all know my mother, she's a doctor in psychology, and I always got to hear it from her. And she drives me crazy sometimes because she's always observing everything that I do. I'm like, Mom, please stop. Can I just do this without you analyzing me? Can I just continue on with this? Oh, no, it's Mom. That's just what she does. But there, again, there's a lot of roles that play into what's important in a relationship. You know, finances, I know I said it earlier, but we haven't touched on it. Finances is a big role. You don't want to be locked down with someone, and everybody deserves a chance. Let's switch this up. Everybody deserves a chance, even if their finances not, because it's always that thing where faith, you believe in that person, right? And if somebody's not there, then you take the extra step to get them to where they need to be if you have a little bit more success than that person. So I'm not saying discredit people who don't have a good job, but if that person is trying to do something about it, like they're in school and they're trying to, you know, level up their lifestyle, then that's worth taking your chances to, because you can help each other.
You know what I love about our squad, and this is awesome, is that everybody always looking for a way to better themselves. And I truly enjoy people like that. And honestly, that's been one of the things that I have taken away from us getting so close again the last 2 years, has been the whole better yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can be complacent for all you want to. We all make good money. We all can be happy where we are. But you see Ralph getting a new car. You see Ralph and Robin getting a new house. Ramon, Alex got a new baby, looking for a new house. You know what I'm saying? She got that nice truck out there. I want to drive that truck. Let me drive that truck, Alex. But anyway, you know, once you get to the point where finances is important, but if you see a person with potential, you see a person who's putting forth the effort to actually, you know, better themselves in that department. You know, some people, especially where we come from, I mean, you know, like the city and everything, they weren't well versed in credit. They wasn't well versed in saving, financing.
That was just our environment, man, and we all want to do better than our parents, and that's what our parents want from us. All right, go ahead. My bad.
No, you're fine, man. That's why we have podcasts. This is great discussion.
Sexy as hell. Go ahead. I'm sexy as hell. I know I'm fine. Go ahead, Doug. That's why my wife loves me.
Walk into that one, bro.
That motherfucking short. I don't know about you. Anyway, you fucked my whole train of thought.
That's the whole point.
But what was I talking? Oh yeah, my finances. So back to finance. So when you get to the point where you find somebody who's just ignorant to the fact of how to deal with money but can get by, you teach them. You can teach them, and then you level them up.
It's the same thing once they start. Same thing with cooking.
No, I think finance is a little bit more important than cooking. Yeah, I think that's a lot more important than cooking. But I get what you're saying. Thanks, Vincent. I appreciate that. But you know, you get to the point where, for example, I was leveled up by an ex of mine. She taught me some things about credit and stuff that I didn't know. So once she taught me that, I was able to sit here and use that to get myself in a better position in life by improving my credit, improving the way that I do my bills, everything. And it helped me considerably. And I've passed that knowledge down. You know what I'm saying? I've passed it to individuals that I've been dating or I've dated. And, you know, it gets to the point where those are the things that when you see that person's willing to work, that's something that you can get past that. When you see that person want to be stuck in the same issue of going week to week.
I was that guy at one point.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I've been there before too. Like week to week, I'm cool. I'm just, hey, I got a $300 check. My bill's $250. I'm about to go splurge and buy a bottle with this $50. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You're not being responsible.
I tell you what, though, I was that guy.
At our age, though, now, anything that you see like that in the situation in which you get into, and that person won't change, they considerably going week to week, and it's like, what am I doing? Oh my God, I have to do something different. But they don't do anything.
They don't change anything.
They don't change. Now that's the type of person that you can't try to build with, because that person doesn't want to be better for themselves. So if they don't want to be better for themselves, they're definitely not going to be better when it comes to you guys being a unit and being together. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the situations in which.
Well, that's where it comes in, where you work as a team, right? Because when I was stuck in my situation and Alex was doing her thing with her degree, she told me to my face, like, you need to do something. I can't be the only one in the family that's moving up. You know, and then I just took a chance to put my resume out there, and next thing you know, I was overseas. You know, and it was just something that simple. I was so stuck with it. And another dude at our job that we all cool with, he got your names though, and he told us like, Mom, he was like, ain't nobody do nothing, you know, for you but you. He's like, if you want to do the things that I want to do, then you gotta want it for yourself. And that two combination right there would help me. Was like, all right, let me just see what's out here. And then I just got blessed ever since. Like, it just went up from here. And then every job I got has been a huge increase so far. I was just talking to Ralph, what was it, yesterday or something about, you know, every time I look for something, it's always better, or it puts me in a better situation. And I think I look at that as kind of like a gift with my situation.
Definitely.
You know, and I've done a lot of stuff that a lot of people can't do without the education that a lot of people have gotten. You know, I've educated myself on a lot of this stuff. Oh yeah, you know, I'm a man. What you thought this was? I'm sexy as hell and I got them skills. Okay.
Here, man. Killing you.
You know what?
Get that motherfucker.
Also, when you have a narcissistic asshole as a friend, you just want to drop an elbow on that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how I look at it. So finances, the therapy. What else can you guys put together as far as what's required in a relationship? Trust is one thing, right? But that should come up front no matter what.
Oh boy,
that's true. You know,
while you scratching your head, that's a headache subject for you, huh? Well, anyway, I think we've all been challenged in a relationship where it consists of trust. You know, and even when you're trying to do the nicest thing, you be lying, it still don't feel right. Like you're trying to surprise somebody and you lie to them the whole time. It's different. But like me, I'm crazy, right? Like if Alex got away with something, was trying to plan something for about a year and lied about it, I've been sitting there like, what else you be lying about? You made me fall for that one. You know what I'm saying? You too good at that. Yeah. So finances, huh?
Hold on, we got another one.
Consistency. Now,
what you know what do women define as consistent? Let's talk about that.
Well, I was like, I'll speak on consistency on my end. You know what I'm saying?
We all fall short of it though. Everybody ain't perfect.
And well, not only do you fall short of it, but you know, like Zoe said, you know, what is your definition of consistency? Because if I started off buying you flowers, right, and it slows down that I'm buying you flowers, you can't say that I'm not consistent because it slowed down. It's just that now I know that buying flowers all the time is just a waste of money because you're gonna let the bitches die in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to make sure. I still want to make sure that I get you something.
I wish you would have looked at my face on that one. But
you're consistent of killing the flowers at a certain amount of time.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And I like I said, I don't have a problem buying flowers, bro. You ask the wife, I buy flowers. I used to buy flowers all the time. And then it was just
okay,
like,
good. I ain't the only one
I got you some flowers. And then she's like, oh, I appreciate that. And then she don't water them bitches or nothing. And then
all that love went down the drain.
the little vase that they sit in, the water's empty and fuzzy, and now the flowers stink. You know, and then I started thinking, dog, like, you know, it's got to be something else that I can get her that she would enjoy that will last more than just the 3 days. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so what we got? The main root word consistency, working in bettering our relationship, family, etc. I think we touched on a lot of that stuff. Family.
And I feel, go ahead. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
No. Family plays a role because you ever been in a relationship where the family don't get along with you? That's horrible.
You ever been in a relationship where the family fucking abuse the person that you with, and the person that you with don't see it, so they just sit here and get the abuse, and they be like, "Oh, this is the way my family is. They need me for everything." No, nigga, they abusing you, bro.
That's not fair, though. A family need to respect your marriage and stay out of it at times. Like they can give you pointers or something for especially if they outlived you. Like don't have no sister or no cousin, nobody giving you advice. But the people that has outlived you, you know, or they're way much older than you, like parents or grandparents, give them the benefit of the doubt and listen to them, you know, but choose what you're going to do in the end. You know, nobody should tell you what you should do in your relationship when it comes to family.
Just going to say that you can't let nobody else tell you what you can do in your relationship. Taking advice and doing exactly what they said, two different things, man. I'm always open for advice, and sometimes I'll let you know. Listen, that was fucking stupid. No wonder you're single. But some of it, I mean, be like, you know, okay, I think I could take what you said and tweak that to where it works for me and mine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to let nobody tell me or say to my spouse, hey, look, you need to stop doing this. Like, the fuck, that's them. I don't care if I like it. You still can't tell them they got to stop doing this. You know what I'm saying? That's not your job. You know what I'm saying? That's my job. You know, if I complain to you and say, hey, I hate that this person's doing this, that, and the third, you can listen to me all day. You know what I'm saying? You can even give me advice. But under no circumstances do you go to my significant other and say, hey, by the way, you need to stop doing this, that, and the third.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people deal with. Family overstep their boundaries, man, and be calling your other person or whoever. And then they get to go home and without dealing with the thing after that. You got to deal with it after that.
Right, bro, like you understand what position you just put me in? You done told my significant other that they don't need to do this, and the only reason you know that shit is because clearly I had them say something. So now, from here on out, they're going to think that I'm talking shit about them behind their back. You didn't help me at all. You just fucked me over is what you just did. You know what I'm saying? That's not helpful. It's making shit worse.
Yeah. And not only that, man, it's the people that you bring around too. It ain't just got to be family. You know, some friends overstep, you know, with or giving you advice or telling you what you should. I get it, dude. Like, hey, man, you my dude, I love you, but you need to tell your girl such and such. No, I'll tell her of what I think of what I need to tell her. Now it's different if it's something that's going to actually help me. And then, yeah, I'll take heed to it. You know, but don't.
That's like you complaining to me about Alex and me like, man, you need to tell Alex. Now, I ain't going to say shit. Cool. Well, I'm going to call Alex and tell her. Alex, such and such. Now you fucked. You fucked because you got to live with her. You know what I'm saying? You got to live with her. You just not something you do, man. You know what I'm saying? Your friends can be, your therapy to start off with, but you know what I'm saying? You don't let them overstep. And that goes with not just friends. That goes with moms, dads, brothers, sisters, cousins, best friends, all the above. It's just not your place. Because you don't know. They could be working on that exact situation. But now you done brought it up. And now that what they've been working on has just been thrown in the toilet. Because it's like, this shit still ain't making you happy. Because you telling such and such that I didn't. I'm like, oh, wait, whoa. That's not what happened. Ain't no backing out of that.
I tell you what. I know I'm the worst person. You need to come and be like, hey, mom, man, like, come holler at me. Because the first thing I'm going to do is get you drunk. That ain't going to help nothing. But it's going to help the situation feel better for a short period of time.
I was going to say, that's not necessarily true.
I'm just letting you know.
True.
You better talk to somebody else before you come talk to me. Because I'm going to take you out bottle.
Because you, Zoe, Mel, Motor, all y'all, my sister, all y'all, when I was in Detroit and my grandfather died, I was supposed to go see him the next morning. Y'all were all there for your boy. And I was feeling like shit. Y'all was like, yo, fuck that, drink up. I was fucked up that night. I actually felt better the next day. So sometimes it works, you know what I'm saying? Especially being around good people. You know what I'm saying? I was hanging out with y'all, so I felt a hell of a lot better. But, I that's why I call you, Mon. I'm like, Mon, I got such going on.
What's the first thing I say? Right, you got a cut?
You got a cut? What up? Have one with your boy.
We about to drink all that away.
And we'll drink. We'll get the kicking. I will
agree to this.
We forget about
Leisha,
it. You know
what's happening?
Speaking of my sister, she pulls right up. You know what I'm saying? That's another one right there, right? I used to go holler at her all the time. She never overstepped, man. She never stepped on my toes. She never went to any ex-girlfriend I had and was like, yo, you need to stop doing this shit and doing this shit. My brother don't like none of that. You know what I'm saying? She would listen. We would go for a ride to St. Clair Shores, ride past the water and shit, kick it, talk it, and then roll back. Both of us feeling better. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man.
So, we had an hour. We actually had a full subject the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah. This was a good ass hour. I had a good time.
I bet you did. God damn it, you was the therapist. You was the man on the couch. Now tell me what else is going on. Yeah.
Right.
Damn, boy, you was on it, boy.
We at that point now where we got to show off. Y'all ready for this now?
Yeah. So usually, I know we usually talk and we go past the hour. We end up like an hour 15, sometimes an hour 20. But we really want to touch on some hard work, that's been put into this store. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Moni Moan, bro. Let me tell you. We call
My
Moan,
man's
give
been
him
working.
ideas. He make that shit pop. He creates that shit in his brain.
Bruh,
as
we
well as
say
the
it one
thinking and
time.
everything else is spinning.
One time.
Just saying, the man's been on it. But come check out the merch store. You know what I'm saying? Get you some of this merch. We got some crazy shit on
This is
here.
my favorite one.
You know what I'm saying?
So anyway, with this is a link. This is a link, and at the bottom, this is a link to the general store.
Hey, look, I want you all to get our products and then put them on Instagram and tag us, okay?
Please.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Tag us on Instagram and Facebook. That'd be dope. We would really appreciate it. The next time we stream after we see these, we'll go ahead and put them in there and show some of you guys wearing our merch. We would really appreciate it.
That's a good idea, Doug. And then even on this page, our page, all these go to the actual shirt. This is not all the shirts. This is just an example of what you get, like the What Up Though shirt here. If you tap on it, it goes straight to that shirt. So then you can order the color, you can order the size. We only put 2 colors on there. If you guys want more colors, let us know. We can put them on there for you. Or if you go to the main part here, or this link, or the one at the bottom, it's to take you to everything, right? So it's to take you to everything, and we got a ton of stuff in here. We got a couple mugs. Yeah, that's the one Ralph got on. Pause. And what's cool about it is the pause one, I believe, coming. Yeah, we got like 4 different colors. The green one, then you got a white one. So, and then of course back up to here is when you go to the main part of the link. When we add more items and apparel and accessories, they'll all be linked up here. And you can go to any one of our social medias here. So you can go to like our Twitter page here. The link will take us there. So we got some silly shirts. We got some silly shirts and silly shirts. Right now, they just all silly and a couple of gaming shirts. So here's one of my favorites. This is the one I actually ordered and I'm waiting to come in. So this is what we got there from the late great Jaslyn, Ralph's daughter.
And for those that don't know the story, man, I used to tell my daughter that the poop emoji was hot ice cream. And as she got older, it was hot ice cream. We had a whole hot ice cream birthday party.
Oh, wow. You had a poop party.
Did I ever? Everybody brought poop themed stuff. She's got like 2 poop hats. You know what I'm saying? But it was hot ice cream. If I can find it on Facebook, I'll tag it to the page where me and my daughter was arguing with my wife about that it was called hot ice cream and not poop.
And also, when you at work, you want to send a message to your boss, man, you got to let them know I'm starting to feel sick tomorrow. That's your initial call off.
That way they already know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? They can read. You know what I'm saying? This is what's coming. You see this coffee I'm drinking? Right now I'm drinking it because tomorrow I'm about to feel sick because the new Call of Duty's about to come out. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of important reasons to feel sick. You know what I'm saying? Or you can feel sick because it's air outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, there's a lot of good reasons to call off. Oh, of course, Money Moan dropped off.
Yeah, it's my favorite one. I love this shirt. Slows down, you understand? I'm going to spill my yak on this $200 suit. Y'all remember that part from Friday?
Hell yeah. Oh, hell. Right after that motherfucker was like, whatever, motherfucker. Got in the car and drove off.
So now this one, a lot of people really like this shirt. I actually ordered the blue one, so I got that one coming in.
I got the black one already.
Yeah.
I might double up and go back and get a green one because get some new kicks.
I'm about to order a couple, man. Think about to be my workout shirts.
Yep. Next
week.
You
already know. Cutting that shit all the way off.
The fellas is coming back, and we're going to have some new fellas in here. And this is the fellas page.
Oh, yeah. I got to send.
So, about us. If you want to talk to us, you can always reach out to us here on Discord. These are the guys that were on there last. the other 3 or 4 or whatever we decide is going to be on next, we're going to add them. And I got it right here. Here's our interest. This is what all of us fellas as a whole are interested in. I'm going to add more to it because we don't have cars and we're all interested in fast cars. So I just got to see which website I'm going to link it to. And any one of these is a link. So if you're interested in like Vegas, right? Because we all love Vegas. And it'll just take you to it. Yeah, it'll just take you to a Las Vegas page. We all like to drink. This will take you to the liquor.com page. You know, get you some recipes and mix them up for yourself a little bit. Find you a little
Mixologist, my dude.
And all our
For those that know me, that's me, by the way. The mixologist, I'll let your boy.
And all of our episodes will be on this page too, so you don't have to necessarily go to YouTube when you want to watch us. And it plays directly from here, or you can go to YouTube. And all of our pictures of us being together will be here. So you will see all of us just acting a fool. I also drunk. We're acting a fool.
Bro, our September episode is gonna be so crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be
man. Dog, it's gonna be so live. Just let y'all know, y'all got. Make sure y'all there for that one.
You so focused.
Actual.
You playing the game?
No.
He lying.
Oh my god, man.
You've been playing the game this whole time. I've been watching them, dog. How are you able to do that at the same time?
Bruh, listen, I thought I was tripping because I kept hearing this clicking noise. I'm like, the fuck? That's why you keep seeing me look back. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Because my headphones also pick up the outside noise too. So I'm like, what the fuck is that clicking? I thought I was tripping.
I knew he was playing the game because we was talking one time. He set it down. I'm like, this fool on the game.
I was watching it first, but then I hopped in.
All right. You guys got anything else for the audience, y'all?
No, man, I had a good time. This was good.
I bet you did.
Right, clearly, bro. You expelled some things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You dropped some hella knowledge.
While murdering
110%.
While murdering people.
Right, while shooting people in the face. I mean, not everybody can do things like this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Ralph, that was the original concept. That was the original concept.
I know. I said that I was going to do a podcast. Listen, let me tell y'all something. My first idea was to do a podcast while playing games. I'm going to tell you how many ways that would not have worked. I've got ADHD in the worst way possible. Okay? One, I'd have been on the podcast talking, and I'm like,
hey,
that's how your eyes go too. That's exactly how you be, dog.
I think that's a dope idea while you playing.
Yeah, but the problem is I would not be able to focus on my peoples, right?
I think you would be able to, honestly, because if you go back to our recorded conversations that we used to have when we used to play. We would talk continuously through while we shooting. So even though you was here, there, and everywhere, we would have conversations based off what we was talking about. And that's why the concept first came. So you would be able to do it.
This is why.
So don't give me that bullshit.
This is why we're doing it this way, because I know myself. Okay. I won't
you
get into the battle. Somebody be asking me questions. I'll be in the middle of a good conversation. Like, if I was you, oh shit, fuck, oh shit. Because I'm getting ready to get shot in the ass. You know what I'm saying? This is where, the podcast, pause. But this is where the podcast probably wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Yeah,
they may give it a run. They may give it a try.
Be out here getting shot in the ass.
I may give it a try or get shot in the ass. Hey, listen, man, sometimes you got.
Oh my god, I see this conversation turning for the worst.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all sliding through for the hot hour of the Any and Everything podcast. You know what I'm saying? Great topics, great time, great peoples. You know what I'm saying? Next week is gonna be insane. You know what I'm saying? We'll have the fellas, and next week, depending on how things go, I may be doing the podcast from my new house because I do start moving on Friday. So
about time, I've been asking you when you gonna move.
Yeah, well, like I said, we had to do demo, right? Tearing everything out, putting in new paint, new carpet. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get all that stuff done before we moved in because then it is a.
Did you ever behave today?
Bro, it was scary. I was waiting for him to say something.
I'll wait for him too.
Hey,
here we go.
Right.
I thought he was gonna say something like some therapeutic dick or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was expecting.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For your pleasures.
I got all the therapy you need.
I had all the therapy you need.
All 12 inches of it.
In this shaft
full
with,
session.
with the massive dingleberries behind it. I'm just saying.
Oh,
It's so nice to come with a split in the middle.
Right,
You know, so.
right. It's like coffee. You get half and half.
All right, there you go. See, there you go. He back. Stunt cock.
Stuck.
All right. Holla at your boy. We out.
We out.
all right, yo.